I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the propane transfer system that we offer along with the plunge freezer. I think it's a very good idea to purchase it with the system simply because it makes transfer of propane or ethane fairly easy, straightforward, safer, and a bit more effective. Because of different regulations around the country, as well as shipping bottles of propane or ethane, the actual source of the propane or ethane is not included in the scope of delivery of the system. This happens to be a 2.5 pound propane bottle that I get at a camping store. You want to keep the minimum amount of propane in your laboratory. I know safety people really get upset when you keep larger quantities, like a 20-pound barbecue tank or larger volume like that. But this is what you do get with the system. You get a regulator, you get a UL listed. All this equipment is UL listed. It's also certified by the Propane Council here in the United States. I don't know if these apply across the world. You get a handle and nozzle with a control knob so you can control the flow. You get the regulator. The regulator I usually set to 10 psi. That's all the pressure you need. However, this fitting is specific for propane cylinders in the United States. It's a reverse thread fitting. I don't know its exact designation. However, if you're from outside the United States and you purchase this, you will have to put the regulator in a vise and put a wrench on the end here on these flats and remove this fitting, and then install the fitting that's native and legal to use in your country. We can't supply fittings for every country because every country has a different standard. Therefore, we will supply the regulator, but unless you're in the U.S., it will not fit your cylinder of gas. And if all else fails, you can just adapt this line to whatever regulator and tank fittings that you have. It's this end that's the really good part. It is not sold separately. We don't make these and sell them separately. Comes with the system. It just simply unscrews on the end of the handle. This will allow the propane to get into the system. This copper tube, which can be easily cooled in a liquid nitrogen, cools the propane from ambient temperature when it reaches this point down to a much colder temperature, generally below -140, will allow you to actually liquefy the gas. Remember, take into account that the melting point for these gases are below -170. You can also gently bend this so you can sort of reach around the top part of the cryogen vessel. You want to be careful when you bend this because you don't want to crimp it.